Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are discussing chapter number 3, force and pressure. Today we will discuss about moment of force. We have discussed what is force, what is the turning effect of force, and now we will know about moment of force. Now, when we open a door, we have to apply force on its handles. The door rotates about an axis passing through its hinges. This we have already discussed, that whenever we apply force on the handles of the door, it rotates about its hinges. And the force applied produces a turning effect in the door. This we have already discussed, that force produces a turning effect in the door or any object which is fixed at one point and which is not free to move in a straight line. So this turning effect is called moment of force. Now what is moment of force? Whenever we apply force on an object which is fixed at one point and which is not free to move in a straight line like a door, so what happens? The force produces a turning effect in the door. The door turns, it rotates, and this turning effect is called moment of force. So let us take one example. Suppose this is a rigid object and it is free to rotate. This is the axis of rotation. We apply a force at this point P. So this point P is called point of application of force. We are applying force here and it is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. So due to the application of force F, this object starts rotating in anti-clockwise direction due to the moment of force about the point O. Moment of force is a turning effect. So the turning effect of the force about an axis of rotation, this is called turning effect about the axis of rotation. This is called moment of force, and it is calculated by the product of magnitude of the force applied and perpendicular distance between the point of application of force and the axis of rotation. So moment of force equals to force into perpendicular distance OP. This perpendicular distance is OP. So this is the moment of force is represented by a Greek letter tau. Tau equals to F into D. Now what are the units of moment of force or torque? Moment of force is also called torque. We know that moment of force equals to force into perpendicular distance. Therefore, SI unit of moment of force equals to SI unit of force into SI unit of distance. So what is the SI unit of force? SI unit of force is Newton and SI unit of distance is meter. So Newton into meter equals to Nm. This is the unit of moment of force. So the SI unit of moment of force is Nm, Newton meter, Nm. Now, moment of force acting on an object is said to be 1 Newton meter. It is said to be 1 Newton meter when a force of 1 Newton is applied on an object at a perpendicular distance of 1 meter from the axis of rotation. So, the moment of force acting on an object is said to be 1 Newton meter when a force of 1 Newton is applied on an object at a perpendicular distance of 1 meter from the axis of rotation. Now what is the CGS unit of moment of force? That is dyne, centimeter. What is the relationship between SI and CGS units of moment of force? We know that SI unit is Newton meter. So 1 Newton meter equals to 1 Newton into 1 meter. 1 Newton meter equals to 10 raised to the power 5 dyne. 1 Newton equals to 10 raised to the power 5 dyne into 1 meter equals to 10 raised to the power 2 centimeter. So 1 Newton meter equals to 10 raised to the power 5. 10 raised to the power 2 means 5 plus 2, 7. 10 raised to the power 7 dyne centimeter. So 1 Newton meter equals to 10 raised to the power 7 dyne centimeter. What are the gravitational units of moment of force? In SI system, the gravitational unit of moment of force is kgf meter. In CGS system, its unit is gf centimeter. 1 kilogram, kgf means kilogram force. 1 kgf m equals to 9.8 Newton meter, because 1 kgf equals to 9.8 Newton, and this meter is written here, and 1 gf centimeter equals to 989 centimeter. Now our next topic is thrust and pressure. When an object is placed on a surface, it exerts a force on the surface, like this book. And when we place a book on a table or anything, any object we place, it exerts a force equal to its own weight. This, it is exerting force on the table equal to its own weight, and this force is acting vertically downwards. So the force is acting perpendicular to the surface of the table. Perpendicular to the surface of table is this, and this force is acting vertically downwards, which means it is acting perpendicular to the surface of the table. Now here, this boy is fixing a poster on a bulletin board. So if we are fixing a poster or anything on a bulletin board, what happens? We apply force on the drawing pins or the thumb pins, and this force is acting perpendicular to the surface of the board. So this force acting perpendicular to the surface is called thrust. This force which is acting perpendicular to the surface is called thrust. Since thrust is a force, therefore its SI unit is Newton, and other units of thrust are kgf and gf. So 1 kgf equals to 1000 gf, 1 kgf equals to 10 Newton, and 1 Newton equals to 100 gf. So this force, this is the surface of the board. This force which is acting perpendicular to the surface of the force is called thrust. Now the effect of the thrust on a surface depends on the area of the surface on which it acts. Larger the area of the surface, lesser is its effect. We can take one example for that. If we stand on a mattress, then the feet go deep into it, but if we lie down on the mattress, then our body does not go deep into it as compared to the feet. So what is the reason behind that? The reason is that when we stand on the mattress, the force or the weight of the body acts on the area equal to the area of the feet, only this much area. Whole body weight is in this area, smaller area. But if we lie down, then the same force acts on an area which is equal to the area of our whole body. So now here the area is larger. When area is larger, the effect of thrust is lesser. When area is smaller, the effect of thrust is larger. Thus, the effect of thrust of the same magnitude on different areas is different. The thrust on a unit area of the object is called pressure. Now what is thrust? Thrust is the force acting perpendicular to the surface. And what is pressure? Pressure is thrust which is acting on a unit area of the object. So pressure equals to thrust upon area, and pressure is inversely proportional to area. Suppose the thrust is F, it is acting on an object of area A, then pressure equals to F upon A. So we have concluded that pressure is directly proportional to the thrust. More the thrust, more is the pressure on the surface, and less is the thrust, less is the pressure on the surface. Secondly, pressure is inversely proportional to the area of contact. More the area of contact, lesser is the pressure on the surface, and less is the area of contact, more is the pressure on the surface. Now what are the units of pressure? As we know, pressure equals to thrust upon area. So SI unit of pressure is SI unit of thrust upon SI unit of area. Now what is the SI unit of thrust? That is Newton, because thrust is a force. And what is the SI unit of area? That is meter square. So Newton per meter square. So SI unit of pressure is Newton per meter square. It is also known as Pascal. It is named in the honor of the scientist Blaise Pascal, and 1 Pascal equals to 1 Newton per meter square. So pressure is said to be 1 Pascal when a thrust of 1 Newton is applied on a surface area of 1 meter square. When the thrust is measured in kgf and area in meter square, the unit of pressure is kgf per meter square. Now in CGS system, what is the unit of pressure in CGS system? It is dyne per centimeter square. 1 dyne per centimeter square equals to 0.1 Newton per meter square. 1 Newton per meter square equals to 10 dyne per centimeter square. The atmospheric pressure is expressed in a unit called atmosphere. So 1 atmosphere equals to 1.013 into 10 raised to the power 5 Pa. Now what are the factors that affect the pressure? They are magnitude of the force or thrust acting and area on which the thrust acts. So the greater the thrust, the greater is the effect of pressure. The smaller the area of contact, the greater is the effect of pressure. So let's discuss once again about the moment of force. Moment of force acting on an object is said to be 1 Newton meter when a force of 1 Newton, suppose this is the force, we apply force here and this force is 1 Newton, and the distance, this is the perpendicular distance, the distance between the point of application of force and the axis of rotation, this distance OP is called the perpendicular distance. So if this distance is 1 meter and this is force is 1 Newton, then we can call it we can call the moment of force as 1 Newton meter. Force is 1 Newton and this distance is 1 meter, perpendicular distance between the force of point of application of force and the axis of rotation. This is the perpendicular distance and this distance is 1 meter. Then we can say that the moment of force is 1 Newton meter.